Hi, so today I want to talk about this interesting idea of entropy. And entropy comes from the second law of thermodynamics, and the second law states that the entropy of a closed system will always increase. So what does that mean? There are many ways to interpret entropy, but one way to think about it is entropy is the measure of organized versus disorganized. So saying that the entropy of a closed system always increases means that an ordered state will most likely always go more towards the state of being less organized. A simple example being a glass of water on a table, which is a really organized state, a lower entropy state. But when you push this glass into the floor, there are many more ways for the glass of water to be broken, all the kind of ways how the glass can shatter, and all the different kinds how the water can flow. Many more ways for the glass to be broken than the glass to be whole and low entropy. So what the second law states is that the universe overall in general always goes to the state of lower entropy. An interesting thing about it is it's not like this kind of physical law like the speed of light that we can't break. There are interesting exceptions. It is possible for bubbles of low entropy to be formed. For example, our entire planet Earth, us as human beings, all the life and animals that we see on our planet, and indeed our technology, and the cities and everything that we create. This is reversing entropy. An interesting way, a simple way to think about it is like cleaning your room. Cleaning your room and organizing things, you are expending energy to reverse entropy. You are organizing things. You are moving them from a state of disorder to a state of more order. And since the universe always prefers to naturally go into a state of higher entropy, that's why you don't need to do anything special for the room to get messy, because that's the natural way how the world works. You wait a week or so and naturally, little by little, things get more messier. You leave stuff around and things become less and less organized. So you need to expend energy and thought to reverse this disorder and to create this pocket of lower entropy of organizing things. But an interesting thing to note is that while you're doing it, while you're cleaning the room, the total entropy of the universe and the world around you always increases. So with the calories and heat that you spend by cleaning the room, by moving things around and creating heat, vacuuming the floor, the vacuum cleaner uses energy, whatever you do, overall the entropy of the universe increases. That is the cost of you lowering entropy somewhere else. And this is exactly the way how it works with us building cities and life forms developing and being born. We are concentrating entropy into a lower form at the expense of entropy outside in the universe increasing. So the world naturally always wants to get to a state of higher entropy. It's just naturally pulled towards that state. But if we expend energy, we can reverse that. And through our technology, and we are reaching really interesting breakthroughs in technology, and we will get only better and better at reversing entropy and concentrating entropy into lower states. And we're already doing it, and it's interesting to see. So another interesting thing to think about is that entropy is closely related to time. So one way or another, the passage of time is closely tied to the flow of entropy from a state of being ordered to a state of being highly disordered. And indeed, if we wait long enough, the stars burn out, galaxies collide, supernovas happen, all kinds of stuff happens, and after millions and billions and trillions of years, only black holes remain. And even when black holes are gone, eventually, unless, something might be very different about the laws of physics, so the future of our universe might be much different than we currently think, but from our current models and the way we see the world right now, it's very possible that, the far future where even black holes disappear, which is an immense mind-numbing long amount of time, after that time, we have a universe left with only particles, photons and electrons and whatever other fundamental particles just bouncing around. And then the universe has reached a state of maximum entropy, and by that time, there is no difference between past, present and future. Yesterday, right now and tomorrow, there is no difference, because there is no change, because there is no difference in yesterday and no difference between tomorrow. So it makes no sense to talk about yesterday or tomorrow in a future of trillions and trillions and trillions of years in the future. So that's an interesting way to think about everyday life. We don't think about the passage of time as related to entropy, but if we dive a bit deeper into it and study a bit more about it, then it is interesting that time is very closely related to the flow of entropy, from a state of low entropy to a state of higher entropy, and that this is just the preferred way for the universe to be. So This is just a video about entropy. I hope there was something interesting here for you. If you have any thoughts, please share them in the comments, and of course, thank you so much for watching and take care.